1-4 Chicago Bears.
They're earlier today working on it, soaking up some of the moisture, but it's soft and it's going to get torn up. And then the hawk is flying, so it's going to affect the passing game, which means the Bears got to really lean on the inside running game of James Allen. He makes his third start. He's good between the tackles. But the guy you have to account for is quarterback Cade McNown. He's very unpredictable, and when he does pull the ball down, he's looking to run with it.
Well, the challenge,
man, I feel it too, man. Pass low, run through contact. Great day for football, baby. Soldier Field, below 50 degrees, snow on the side. Gotta love it, baby. What's up, biggest cat? Let's ride, baby.
Wake up now.
Philip Daniels, 4th in the NFC in sacks, the free agent pickup from the Seattle Seahawks. The linebackers, Brian Urlacher makes his 3rd start, make that 4th start at middle linebacker. Double digits in tackles in the previous 3. Smith, Harris, Brown, and Parrish, the defensive backfield. 1-yard pickup, so it's 2nd and 9. Handoff, Ricky Williams again. Doesn't get much again. Stood up near the line of scrimmage. Mike Wells on the tackle. So they are running the ball, as we might suspect, with the weather forecast.
He shot deep, something New Orleans hasn't had this year.
Well, they've got to get to near the 45-yard line for the first. Blake out of the shotgun. His foot slips. And Blake goes down for the sack. Brian Robinson. Well, you saw Blake's foot down. Their second-year quarterback will enjoy that. McNown coming off a nice week last week and leading the Bears to their first victory over the Green Bay Packers. Up front, they get Blake Brockemeyer back in the starting lineup this week. He's missed 3 games with a skin infection. John Allred moves to fullback, and Kasim Cincino starts at tight end, replacing Allred. First carry of the game, James Allen hitting the backfield. Kevin Mathis on the tackle.
Chicago, double tight end situation right here.
They fake the handoff. McNown's first pass. Brought down, he's going to run it. Slides for a pickup of about 3 yards. Keith Mitchell with the tackle.
You said
first down, just shy of the 26-yard line. 2 tight ends in. One of them, Lamont Hall in motion. The give to Ricky Williams. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Jim Flanagan.
go down the field and take what the defense gives you.
3rd and 3 out of the shotgun. Blake, quick pass, and it's picked off. No one in front of him. Mike Brown all the way to the end zone for the touchdown. 34 yards, and the Bears are on top.
Curtis, the tale of 2 rookies here in Chicago, and we've talked to both of them in the last 2 weeks, Urlacher and Brown. And Brown said that the game is just easy for him. And Urlacher got the hit on Blake, and Brown was the recipient of it.
There's the first-round pick, Brian Urlacher, with the pressure, and the second-round pick, Mike Brown, picking it off, taking it 34 yards for the score, and a 7-0 lead.
Here's a couple rookies right here making plays. Here's Urlacher here, and here's Brown. All they're going to do is just run a stun inside. The center, Jerry Fontenot, lets Urlacher go. Now, he gets good pressure on Blake. He hits him. Mike Brown, who's sitting right in the passing lane, looking at Blake all the way. And to be a free safety in the National Football League, you got to have the eyes of a hawk. But Urlacher here calls the defenses. This man calls the checks. And all my years watching pro football, I've never seen 2 rookies have that much responsibility.
Saints come out with 3 wide receivers, but they hand it off to Ricky Williams, who slips the tackle. Brought down nicely by Warwick Holman. On 3rd and 1, the Saints, one of the better third down teams in the league with that big offensive line, and 2 tight ends in on this situation. Ricky Williams, I don't know, he's hit right at the line of scrimmage. Doesn't look like he got back there. Jim Flanagan on the tackle for the Bears, and Ricky Williams is short.
You know, and the Bears have not been good on 3rd and short this year. That should give this defense a lot of confidence. You know, and one of the things, you know, that Urlacher and Warwick Holman, the inside linebackers, have struggled with, is taking blockers on straight on. These guys have the ability.
Past 4 games, right now it's 3rd and 9. They've got to get to the 6-yard line for the first down. McNown rolls out. Keeps it, run out of bounds by Joe Johnson, far short of the first down.
What does that mean? 0 for 20?
0 for 24.
0 for 24. To pick up the offense, and this is not easy to do. Learn an offense in 4 days and then play on Sunday.
McNown drops back. Pass complete. Eddie Kinnison slips the tackle, and he's slipping all over the field. Finally gets down to the 48-yard line for a gain of 22. Well, that's at the 48-yard line. Quick pass. A receiver screen out to Kinnison. Slips a few more tackles. Gets down to the 46 of the New Orleans Saints. Important at the start of the game. I don't think we thought it would be the Saints quarterback. Ricky Williams tries to follow a couple of blockers, but hit hard by Urlacher.
Urlacher, he brings an attitude to the teams, an attitude the Saints have been missing.
So we re-kick it. Milburn from the 6. Going straight ahead. He's got a crease. Caught from behind. Jared Tomich with the tackle. 38 yards on the return, but you got to credit the kicker, Toby Goen, for slowing him up enough to allow the pursuit to catch him from behind.
Well, the penalty hurt because this was a short kick, and Milburn got a good head start.
No bad weather here yesterday, just sunshine. James Allen. Across midfield. Down to the 48 of the Saints. Phil Clark with the tackle.
That's it. James Allen has a little pop to him now.
Terrell Smith, the fullback, shifting sides. Ricky Williams hit hard at the line of scrimmage. Brian Robinson and Jim Flanagan right there.
That's the teeth of that Bear defense now inside. And one thing about the Bears, they don't get too fancy on defense. They're going to line up with you. This is what I mean by running downhill. Ricky Williams, a couple of side steps, and then just try to find that opening. Urlacher gets a little bit more experience in this leg. He's going to freeze here because Ricky's going to freeze here. Now he freezes. Now the race is on. This is the Heisman Trophy winner right here, literally getting sucked up like something you'd see out there on the Serengeti by Urlacher. He's got great vision. You know, now he has to just trust that vision a little bit.
On 2nd and 5, both receivers at the top of the screen. Ricky Williams going to be stopped for a loss of 1 by Philip Daniels.
And it was frustrating watching Randy and Chris play while he was sitting.
Ricky Williams, the lone setback. Pickup of about 4. Brian Urlacher on the tackle.
One of the things Urlacher has to work on is just taking on the blocks downhill, straight ahead. What you do is you have to drop the anchor. You got to get low. That's good. And, you know, it just goes low on Ricky. That's where you have to go to tackle him. But sure tackle. You got to square up, and then you got to bring him down.
No question about his fundamentals. It's just a matter of learning a new position. On the play action, under pressure, there's Urlacher.
That's that burst of speed, Kurt.
Brian Urlacher with his 4th sack of the season, all since taking over as the starting middle linebacker 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, I mean, here it is. I mean, just going to come on the outside now. Boy, he comes right underneath you. Van Tuene, boy, when he closes, though, I mean, he doesn't give you a chance to take a breath. Whew. There's been a heck of a middle linebacker that played here in this town for a long time. Everybody knows who he is.
There's been a couple.
Yeah.
Mike Singletary, Dick Butkus, and Urlacher looking to be the latest in that tradition. As the Saints now tied among rookies in the NFL for most sacks.
That's a good rookie class, Kurt. I mean, it's Corey Simon here in Philadelphia, who's just been a real force in the middle. Darren Howard, we're looking at him today. Courtney Brown. I think Sean Ellis with the New York Jets, along with John Abraham. A number of good rookies this year in this league.
And one thing about this side, yeah, I mean, so many people talk about the quarterbacks last year. This year, it's the defensive draft for the rookies look like.
Well, what you do when you build a team, Kurt, is you find a guy that can pull the trigger. You get the quarterback, but then I think the next part of the blueprint is find a defensive lineman that can get after the quarterback. that can pressure him, make him step up in the pocket, make him pull the ball down. Number of good ones in this league this year.
Urlacher 8 tackles and a sack. Second-year man Warwick Holdman, another young linebacker for this Bears team, got 9 tackles.
Well, what they say with Ryan is he makes everybody else better around him. You know, I never did very well.
First down from the 32-yard line, under 2 minutes to play. Flag down on the play. James Allen with the carry.
Like Big Cat and not have the agility of a feline. I mean, here he is. Okay, that's not bad. He's got 2 men on the play. Mitchell didn't get in on the play. Sealed 1, got another.
Second and 5 for McNown, who runs it.
Ball's in his right hand. He's the runner.
And he makes another slide right across midfield. We've seen McNown carry the ball twice.
So not in the line.
On 3rd and long, they've got to get to the Saints' 40-yard line. McNown gets there. Eddie Kennison. First down, Bears.
McNown's grown up just a little bit here, Kurt. And it's a lot easier to play the game that way.
Second and 10, McNown.
Good.
Eddie Kennison. A pickup of 11. McNown has 5 completions on the day. All 5 of his passes completed to Eddie Kennison. No,
before you can find where those creases can be.
Saint showing blitz. They get it off. John Allred hit low by Fred Weary, and Allred is slow to get up.
Well, you know, New Orleans that time ran a blitz right into Cade McNown on that bootleg. Sammy Knight came from the safety position. You see him coming right here as McNown turns. Here's Sam Knight right in his face. And that's smart because McNown is a guy who favors going to his left. He's a left-handed guy, likes going to his left. Put pressure right in front of him like that.
From an injury standpoint, think how big this is for the Bears. They're 15 yards on the play, first down from the 29. Ricky Williams. Caught by Brian Robinson, pickup of 1 yard.
Well, you know, one of the things about New Orleans here is a ball.
On 3rd and long, they've got to get to the 40-yard line for the first down. After the big first half running, Jeff Blake not going to be able to do it on that one. Tony Parrish stops it. Blake picks up 4 yards, but 10 yards short of the first.
I tell you, you know, Blake guessed right because Urlacher went the other way. Fortunately, the senior citizen of that secondary back there, Tony Parrish, in only his 3rd year. 1-score game right now.
First down from the 31-yard line. Play action. McNown. Nice catch. Dwayne Bates, active for the first time this year. His first catch, 18 yards.
Step up, big guy, Cade McNown. That was one of the best throws I've seen him make in 2 weeks, Kurt. Nice play action fake right here. Holds the Saints just a little bit. Working with the guy that doesn't get a lot of reps in practice, Dwayne Bates. Threw that in tight double coverage in front of him.
On the play, 2nd and 10. McNown. Quick pass. Seems to have a little connection here with Bates. Doesn't get many yards. And you look at this team right now, and we talk about Bates getting his first action, but Glenn Milburn back to take the punt from Toby Goen.
Hasn't had a big return yet this year in the punt game, but he's got a chance here.
Gets a step. Breaks it back inside. Milburn. Take it to the Bears' 49-yard line. Chris Oldham with the tackle, but 47 yards on the punt by Goen.
We're going to keep chopping wood right here in hope that you can get a big play to get a spark.
They break the handoff. McNown over the middle of the field, wide open. Eddie Kennison out to the 42-yard line. Darren Perry on the tackle, but only after a gain of 20.
And your confidence.
Marcus Robinson out of action. McNown to the air again. Marty Booker down inside the 40-yard line of the Saints. Fred Weary with the tackle, but 19 more.
That's
and Fred Weary still down.
Coming on the blitz right here. Nice pickup this time. Well, that's Kasim Cicino now playing fullback. And he was trying to learn the tight end position. Now he's learning the fullback position on game day. he's earning that first game check, that's for sure. I think they're on their heels. Things have changed a little bit this year.
Alex Molden comes in to replace him. They go to that wide receiver screen, and Eddie Kinnison has room. He had room before Darren Perry came in there for the tackle.
Tucker now reporting in at tight end.
Tucker, normally an offensive lineman. They get a big block. James Allen runs it out to the 22-yard line.
Not a great design on that play action.
Third and long situation. They've got to cross the 12 for the first down. Open receiver. That's Kasim Cincino, his first catch as a Chicago Bear. We've got to catch up with.
Well, I tell you, and Donovan McNabb started the resurgence at quarterback against the Saints a couple of weeks ago, and he's just improved each week.
Edinger attempting a 38-yard field goal. He missed his first one. It hit the right upright. This one nowhere near the upright, right down the middle of the pike. And he gets the Chicago cheer.
Williams at left guard working up against Urlacher. Urlacher trying to take on two, and he gets right to the bottom of Ricky Williams. A nice job from the inside out. Good pictures there.
143 total yards on the day for Ricky Williams. He gets the carry again. Philip Daniels catches him right near the line of scrimmage.
Huge play coming up here, Kirk, because I don't think they got the first down here.
11:27 to go. Pete Poole going nowhere. Thomas Smith with the tackle. We go back to Los Angeles.
In sub-zero weather almost. No sleeves on, fired up, getting everybody else fired up.
Ricky Williams stopped in the backfield. Jim Flanagan, his 7th tackle this afternoon. Not giving up just yet.
Not many. Flanagan right in the middle of this defense does a good job of swimming the choke block by the center, Fontenot. His job is a 3-yard area. That's what he patrols. He's not going to be a college cheerleader running down there.
Took care of business,
yeah,
and then watched the results.
It was a punt return that was the difference in that game for a touchdown by the Eagles.
They fake the handoff. McNown escapes the pressure.
Oh, he's got him.
Throws back the other way, and Des White makes the catch for the touchdown. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good.
Sometimes rules don't apply to Cade McNown. Good matchup down there, Joe Johnson and Blake Brockemeyer.
They need the 12-yard line for the first. James Allen flags down on the play. Allen brought down by Norman Hand at the 18-yard line. The big man making a tackle downfield. Offense today were passes where he hit his receiver in the hands.
You know, and that's the rule. That's the rule in the NFL. You throw an interception, you go after the quarterback. That's McNown's throwing hand, by the way.
Hands it off to Ricky Williams. Mike Brown on the tackle. Let's go back to that interception.
Yeah, see now, the quarterback throws the interception. They're coming after the quarterback. It's hunting season now. That's the old fly on the windshield.
Was that his karate move?
I don't know. He pulled his punch, though, but I don't think Joe even blinked. What the Bears want to do, they'd like to be able to play exactly the way the Saints did today.
On third down, they've got to get to the 45. Pass caught by Eddie Kinnison at the 40-yard line. 5 yards short of the first down, but you assume they're going to go for it on fourth down here. And for a lot of the game, the
creating players in and out.
Saints take over on downs. First down from the 40. Chad Morton caught in the backfield. Brian Urlacher. I'll tell you one thing is this Chicago defense certainly does have the building blocks in place. With Urlacher and Holman, we've seen it from linebacker spot. Their second victory of the season, up 31-10. The pitch, Chad Morton. And that's sniffed out. Philip Daniels gave him absolutely nowhere to run on the play. They need to make some noise in their division. You know, you would assume
Keep your eye on
St.
this
Louis
team.
is going to be hard to catch, but there's still room for a wild card spot, maybe.
But when you can play defense the way the Saints are right now, and run the football with a guy like Ricky Williams, that's a pretty good formula. You know, against a very explosive team, a field goal that separates those two teams, whether it's in D.C. or it's in Philly.
McNown. Marty Booker is open, and pass is complete. First down for the Bears.
You know, healthy, they need to regroup, you know, and find a way that they can, you know, get off the field on defense.
McNown pulls it down. Back to the air. Macy Brooks. Out to the Saints 45-yard line. Gain of 27. Rock wasn't expected to play on defense at all.
Got Brooks.
Marty Booker makes the catch down to the 46-yard line. Gain of 9.
Kurt, I know it's going to be hard to believe you lose a game 31-10, but to me, McNown looks better today. I mean, you can always find something in a loss. When you go back and you look at tapes, he stayed in there today. He's thrown the ball better today, stepping up. His feet are gotten set. As I say that,
he runs it. That's because he had nothing downfield. Look at the run by McNown all the way down to the 11-yard line. 25 yards.
And you continue to play real well, and they're playing with a lot of confidence. It's a good coverage on the play. You know, I mean, it's tight coverage. Probably throws it a little bit behind Booker that time, but Sammy Knight, who's really been all over the field today.
Aaron Brooks comes in, just going to take a knee for the final play of the ball game. As the New Orleans Saints go on the road and win for just the second time in their last 17 games.